that is the end of my presentation, and I would be glad to answer any questions that anybody might have.
So how many marriage proposals have you received since writing the book?
Half a dozen.
Have you talked to anybody else, other than this presentation, or is this your first presentation?
Actually, this is my first presentation for the book.
Just for the book, but I mean, like, I know that you go to church with Susan, but have you had, like, people at that church or something? The reason I'm asking you is, I have a different kind of concept. I was married for 12 years, I lost my husband, I've been a widow for 28 years, and so I am considered a single person. And yes, I've gone through the same things you have, and I have, I've just accepted, well, that's, I had 12 good years. And when you say pick out something good, or you say something that you look at, I have a hymn that I kind of reconstructed. It's like, God will take care of you. Well, my morning prayer is, God will take care of me. It's a little selfish, When you say you need to have something to hold on to, you get very jealous of people saying, I went to a wedding. Okay, perfect example. I went to a wedding. All these couples got up to dance with their mates, and it's like, God bless America. I had a husband. I just, God wanted him home early. So I felt like I got cheated out of that. So I can kind of empathize with you on what you're saying, but I also see it from the other side as I had it, but God, bless his heart, decided my husband had to come home early, so I lost it. So there's always that one, too. There are widows out there who are considered single.
And it's actually neat. I've had a few people respond to the book, and I'm surprised. It seems to have been more helpful to women who are married than it has been to single women. And I think it's because sometimes when you're in a marriage, there's loneliness there. And so sometimes you have to learn how to overcome those things while not having even the opportunity to get out of that. And so it's interesting that it doesn't have, this book isn't just for single women. It's for anybody who needs to learn to be glad for where God has them in life.
Or people that have lost, like, through divorce, maybe it wasn't your fault, your mate. We won't say husband, we'll say mate, because it goes both ways,
Well, I would say also after being divorced for 45, when I was 45, and I didn't get married till I was 39, so you think you got it right, and I didn't have it right. But the thing also is, I think as we get older, it took me a lot of counseling to get over it, and you learn too that God has something else in store for you, like with helping other people and everything, and marriage is, you don't really need the marriage or a partner. And I think as we get older, like what Courtney too said, we learn, I admire you for at that age, your age that you are, that you realize it isn't everything about being married and having children. Because when we're young, we do desire that and like that. But as we get older, you have to learn to make a life for yourself and not just be waiting for that special person. Because it's very difficult this day and age.
And for me, it's not so much the independence, but I've really learned to rely on God through this process and to recognize that the longings that I've had for companionship aren't necessarily there in a tangible way because I can't hold on to God physically, but He is very much present in my life. And so I've learned to just sort of let things go and say, okay, God, I don't know what's up with that, but I trust you.
But the wilderness is very important. Because we all remember Steve Vargo. Remember Steve Vargo in church? And always, Susan, why aren't you in Bible study? You should be in Bible study on Sunday mornings. He said, I was walking with the Lord, because I always walk on Sunday mornings before coming to church. I said, that's my Bible study. And it's very important to be with nature, and too many people are in front of the computer and the TV and not out with nature. I do walk a lot too, and it's very important to put you very close to the Spirit of God. Getting out there.
I have lots of questions
Jenny, I was wondering, you are so God-centered, and that, of course, is the theme in your book. Have you had any feedback from single women who don't have your faith and are struggling? And what do you say to them?
I guess I really believe that the only remedy to any trouble we have is in God. And so if they were to ask me to point them in a different direction, I honestly couldn't. And so I do know that there are other women who don't believe in God who have read the book, and I haven't asked them for their feedback yet. I figured if they wanted to give it to me, they can, because I don't want to put them on the spot, but it's a good question. But in all honesty, I couldn't try to give them any other solution or any other answer. I really don't believe there is one.
What's your next project?
Actually, before this book, I started to write a book called Daddy's Montana, and it would also include some photography. My dad passed away 5 years ago, and his favorite place was Montana. And after he passed away, I decided to take a road trip for the first time to Montana, and I went to where he went to school in Missoula and saw some of the things that he saw. And so the book would be sort of the process of my grieving and the things that I got to learn about my dad by traveling out. And gardening. I like gardening.
Did you go to all those places?
Yes.
You took all, these are all your photos.
They are
You've been to Australia and Kenya.
She likes to travel.
I do.
When you're single, it's easier, right?
She even goes with me, I'm married.
Most of the time I have traveled by myself. And I've discovered that because I'm single and if I waited around for someone to do something with me, I would never get to go. So I just go.
Because I think that would be a good book, traveling.
There is a book out on traveling solo. It's very interesting.
My mom taught me to keep a journal with all the traveling I did so I could have volumes of books. I like that suggestion.
And I want to know also, have you faced the idea that you may be single your whole life? Because I'm 64 and I have never been married.
I still wrestle with that because I still very much desire to be married, but my eyes are really opening to all the beautiful things that there are in being single. I really do enjoy my solitude and I enjoy my freedom and the flexibility that I have, and so I'm learning to be thankful for what I have. And so yes, I have considered that possibility, and I'm getting more and more okay with it every day.
I think by the time I hit 50, I realized that I might never get married. You know, because when you're 20-something and 30-something, even 40-something, you think, somebody will come along at some point in time, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, maybe not.
You know, I actually, a lady who lives in Troy and lived in Troy most of her life from the sound of it called me up. She saw information about me in one of the local publications and she asked me about the book and she invited me over. And she's 88 and she lives with her husband in Troy and she just sat me down and started to unravel her story. And she married for the very first time at the age of 71. So, that was an encouragement to me. I did think, dear Lord, I don't want to wait till I'm 71, but she's happy and she really enjoyed her time being single. And so she really was a blessing to assure me that it's good.
I saw that on the blog and read that and I go, oh, I would like to meet that lady because it was just sounded like such a fun little story, fun little person.
I'm not sure if she would want me to share her better. I did use her first name as Regina. I wrote about her on the blog, jennyhershberger.tumblr.com. So I'm trying to get my little plugs in here. That's my marketing. Did I see it?
Have you considered making like a guide, kind of a workbook to go along with this to help people kind of journal through their troubles seminar.
I think that would be a good idea, and I have thought about it, but I haven't gotten past just the thinking stage. But I think that would be a good thing to do.
Jenny, how did you choose among the three publishers, and what made you choose the one you did?
The big decision for me was I wanted eventually for my product to be full color. And so the first yes that I got, I actually immediately threw out. I just didn't like their deal at all, and so I didn't even consider them. And then I got the second and third, and it was between the two of them, and I liked both companies. And the one that I said no to actually had a better reputation, but they only do black and white, and I really wanted to do colored photos. And so hopefully, I mean, this book isn't on paper with ink just yet. It has to prove itself worthy. I have to sell 1,000 copies. So if it proves itself worthy, they've already said that they would do full color. So
This the publisher?
yeah. So that's why I went with them. And they actually, their royalties were better too. So it's a combination thereof.
Is it 50-50 photos and text?
Not quite. It's nicely sprinkled through. It's about 100 pages, so it's short and sweet. So I'd say every third or fourth page. So it's a fair share.
The library is all about through Amazon, so it might be wise to let people know they can buy it that way, because most people I know have an Amazon account. So it's an easy way to buy it.
Yes, it's available through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and iTunes, and a few other places that I'm not aware of, because the publishing company took care of that.